Well, so what I'll do is I'll get this recorded and I will have it sent to you by tomorrow. Actually, it'll be 2 days, so you can go back and watch it again. If that works for you.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right. So, what got you interested in coaching?
My boyfriend mostly.
Yeah, I
He
see
just
the
said
form
the only
here.
way I'll get better is just like by coaching and just practicing.
Yeah, of course.
So
Okay. Okay. Cool. How long you been playing Overwatch?
maybe like 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Cool. What got you into it? I assume boyfriend or.
Yeah, I just play games in general, and I just stumbled
Mhm.
upon this game and I like it, so
Makes
I just
sense.
started playing it for a while. And now
Okay.
it's like the main game I play.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. So, what got you interested specifically in Kiriko and Moira, Lucio, just support in general?
So I like Kiriko because she just has like a lot of different abilities that are just useful.
Hmm.
And I don't know, for me, they are just easy. Like I just like how she's like very flexible and she can do like a lot. Like you
Yep.
can like her card, like her papers, for example, like you can like
Hmm.
put two papers on somebody and put like the rest on like somebody else, for example. Or like it's just like she's very mobile, for example. So
Sure.
she just has a lot of stuff she can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very unique compared to a lot of the other, even the other supports, right? There's not a lot of characters like that, so makes total sense. Now, do you have any history or experience with first person shooters prior to this?
Uh, Not recent history that like not relevant history really. I played like Valorant just for a little bit, but I didn't really. It's not like one of my favorite games. I just played it because my friends played it,
Makes
and
sense. Makes sense.
yeah, that's really it. Other than
Okay.
that, I really was.
Yams.
Other than that, really, I used to play like League of Legends. That was my main game I used to play. So that's not a
Makes
first
sense.
person shooter. So.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So you are, I assume, enjoying your support play then.
I'm not, did you say?
I said you are, and you are enjoying it though.
Oh, yeah, I do like
Okay.
support. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Makes sense, makes sense. All right, so let me look through the form here. What do you hope to get out of the session? You're a silver Kiriko player, want to get out, helps them understand positioning. Um, okay, sounds good. Silver 4, 14 hours a week, so around 2 hours a day of ranked.
Uh, that's why I play, is that what you're
Is that
saying?
how much you play? Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Playtime.
yeah, most times on a normal day, yeah. On weekends, maybe a little bit longer.
Okay, seems good, seems good. Do you have like a warm up routine or you just kind of play whatever?
So can you hear me?
Yeah, sure can.
Okay. So, oh, sorry, I was trying to put on my speaker.
No worries.
Mm,
Time.
Okay, okay, sorry. But
No worries.
what was the question? I'm sorry.
I just no worries, no worries. Do you have like a warm up routine or you just jump in and play
Oh,
ranked?
sometimes I just jump in, but most times I'll just like my boyfriend showed me this one module where you can just like basically like practice like headshots and no one shoots back at you. It's just I don't know what it's called. It's like some like custom game mode he made or he found.
Sure.
So I just
Sure.
use that for practicing my abilities or headshots.
Sure. Okay. Seems good. Seems good. How long do you do that before you jump into ranked?
Probably like 10 minutes at the most.
Okay. Perfect. That seems good to me. Okay. And then you just jump into ranked and grind ranked. Now I see here that do you normally play with full screen? Like what's your frames per second that you get?
Uh I play like windowed, and
Hmm.
I don't know what my frames per second is
It's
actually.
usually about like 100.
Okay. Seems fine. I would generally aim for full screen if you can get it. But I, for example, or at least borderless windowed, right? That at the very least, just to make sure that you're min maxing like what you can see. But besides that, that's mostly it. Okay. Um, as long as you have a little bit of a warm up routine, as long as you go in there and you're playing ranked consistently, the only other detail I would add in terms of play quality is, I guess, two things really. How much Moira and how much Lucio do you play?
I used to play like mainly more actually. So I played her a lot and then I just started playing Kiriko a lot. I don't really know when honestly, but I just did. And then I just like playing Lucio casually though. I'm not like super good at him, but I mean, I'd be open to getting better at him.
Sure, sure. I think Kiriko is fine. What I would say is just I think it's important to try and work on only a handful of characters at a time, right? And it seems like you're kind of already doing that. But I was just curious. All right, so goals just become better at the game generally. What do you feel is holding you back from improving mentality and understanding of the game, but a lot of everything? So I guess you specifically, like, what do you feel like? What are your goals rank wise? Like, let's say 6 months from now, this year, what would be a nice rank for you to hit in the next year?
I guess maybe within the within well, especially with my work schedule actually going to pick up a lot. I'm trying not to be on the computer that much.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I would think maybe like at least when I get to summer, I would like to be gold or to rank above gold. I don't know what it is.
Sure, sure. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, that seems very reasonable. And in terms of playtime, like what you're putting in right now is certainly enough to get to gold or even platinum, which is the one after. It's just going to be about like what you do at that time. Okay, so what do you feel like you need to get better at, improve at, whether it's in game or out of game stuff, to be able to get to that rank? What do you? I mean, obviously, there's a lot about this game right now that maybe you don't fully understand just yet. But from what you know, what you understand, what do you think you need? What do you think you need to improve on?
um, Mostly just understand. Honestly, I don't know why, but I think one thing I just don't understand is just like maybe the maps. I think if I understood like where everything on the maps were like better and like how to utilize like the maps better, that would be helpful because
Sure.
I don't really know how I'm not I just want to get better at aiming and pressuring the enemy
Right.
and like you said earlier, just positioning and just not dying. I know that's a big thing that is very important and I'm just like don't know how to position myself to not die or sometimes I like go all in for a teammate and then end up losing. So,
Of
you
course,
know.
of course. Okay, okay, sounds good. We'll look at the gameplay and see what's lacking there. In terms of like understanding the maps better, I don't think there's really a way to. Sadly, I don't think there's really a way that you could actually accelerate that besides just playing consistently.
Yeah.
Um, you could, I guess, load up a custom game. So one thing you could do. Let me actually stream on my end here really fast. Um, get this
Can I stop
started.
streaming?
Yeah, you don't need to stream if you don't want to. So let me try this really fast. Hang on. Okay. So one thing you can do that might help, like let's say you just had a particularly tough match on a map that you're not really sure what to do. You can go to custom games. So just click play, go to custom games up top right here, click create, go to settings, and then go to the maps, select none, and then just click on whatever map. Like let's say, okay, what is this one here? And then just basically, you don't even need to play Kiriko. Just go like a character that's fast, like Lucio, for example.
Mm.
And you can just pick this character and just ride around and be like, okay, what is going on over here? What's this building over here? And basically, you just go around and explore the map a little bit. And because it's not like an actual game setting, you don't have to worry about like getting shot. You don't have to worry about shooting. You don't have to worry about using your abilities. You're just going on and exploring like what the maps looks like. Okay, there's a high ground over here. All right, there's that over there. And just using this can be kind of useful in between queues if you'd like to. You don't have to, but if there was ever like a map where you were like really not sure where could I have gone, like what do I need to be, this is the tool that I would use just to kind of go around. And you could even go characters like Tracer that are even faster than Lucio in some ways, um, and move even faster. So you can just go like bam, 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 and just explore what's going on over here. That kind of a thing. Make sense?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Thanks.
That could be useful for any specifically any map where you felt like you really didn't know where to go or what to do. Okay, looking through your form here, sleep looks pretty good. Obviously, 7 hours could be eight.
Wait, my
um,
sleep looks good, you said?
yes, yes. So, and then beyond that, I think we're good. Do you have any questions for me before we look at gameplay?
No, I think you really answer them while I'm just playing or while we're looking at gameplay,
Sure,
so
let's do it. Let's
and
do it.
hopefully we'll see.
So, do you want to send me over a replay code you want to look at? As long as
Yeah,
it's a recent game and relatively close, it can be a win or a loss. It doesn't matter.
I'm in the process of doing that now. 1 second.
I watch a ton of your stuff though, Philo.
Huh.
Ton.
Appreciate it.
It's amazing. Okay.
App-
Wait, how do I share? Oh, copy already? I did. Cool. But yeah, I'm a Doom, basically one trick, and Spylo 2 has been helping a lot. Shout out to
Good.
Spylo.
Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. A Doom, one trick, and a Malgameta prayer for you.
It's terrible.
So you're almost there, mate. Good news is coming. Did you see what Alec Dawson said yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Let me pull up the Twitter really fast. Yesterday,
If he
Mr.
can
Alec.
his movement abilities, I'll be fine. That's fine.
Yeah, targeting early next week for Malga changes. What to expect, survivability nerfs, ammo nerf, and more. Changes may be harsher than what's necessary. Why harsher? We've had some recent tech issues, a failed nerf hotfix before break. Want to be on the safe side of not strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're cooking. You're cooking. Oh. But yeah, okay. Let's take a look at some Kiriko here. So, from what you've played of Kiriko, what are your thoughts on like what the character is strong at, what the character is not strong at? What are your initial impressions? I mean, you've played several hours, obviously. So, what do you think?
I think my favorite thing about her is, well, my number one favorite thing about her is her pre-healing. Like,
Yeah.
I love pre-healing on her because like it's just so unpredictable and it's so helpful for your team,
Mm-hmm.
and unpredictable for an aiming team.
Right.
And also I like want to get better at aiming. I'm just so
Sure.
bad at it. I don't know why. But just her headshots, like that damage she can put out. I think that's really good. And
Yeah,
then also maybe
absolutely.
a third thing is just like her Suzu in general is just
Sure.
amazing for so many different things.
Do you know what your mouse's DPI is?
64 3200.
3200 or 64.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would check that out because you want to find out what your eDPI is, which is like your mouse DPI times your in-game sensitivity. And how much mouse pad space do you have, like inches wise, approximately? Just give me a really, really rough estimate. Is it like arm length? Is it
Oh,
like wrist
I
length?
have like a desk pad, so it's like covers my whole desk.
Okay, good. So I have 1600 DPI in my mouse, and then I have in-game sensitivity is 2. So I have 2 times 1600, 3200 eDPI. That's a little low, but that's like a good general area. Like for you, something like maybe 1600 DPI, and then either 2, 3, 4, at most 5. Just I would double check your peripherals, just your settings in general, because that's going to help your aim a little bit. It's going to make your aim more consistent with practice. I mean, but ultimately, like aim just comes with practice. So I would check to make sure that your eDPI is under 10,000. It's not too high. There's a lot of calculators out there that do it for you, but just check your mouse DPI, check your in-game sensitivity, and then make sure that. And then once you find something that's under that reasonable, just stick with it and practice. It just comes with time. Don't worry so much about it. Okay, let's take a look here. So yeah, hitting the headshots, pre-healing, all those things. One of the things that also makes Kiriko really, really powerful is that your mobility is really insane. The ability to wall climb is obviously really good, but also just the fact that you're playing a support that essentially can take almost any angle that you want, almost any position that you want. And then if you get pressured, if they try to dive you, if they try to kill you, you get low, you get in trouble, whatever, you just teleport away. And that's essentially when it comes to positioning with Kiriko, you need to be trying to utilize that as much as you can. If you stand with your team and are always with your team, the problem with that is for you to get away, you're going to have to teleport away from your team. The problem with that is that there might not be anyone to run to. For example, like right here, like let's say the enemy team walks forward, where do you teleport to if the enemy team pushes onto your team? Right? Where's the maybe you teleport to your tracer, but that's probably even deeper to the enemy team. So a lot of what Kiriko is actually proactively taking aggressive angles here, like on a high ground here, on a high ground here, where you can still heal your team, but if they push you, you could just teleport back to your team. Does that make sense?
More sense, yeah.
You kind of want to create your own escape route by either by yourself taking a little bit of an angle, or let's say your soldier was still up top here, playing with your soldier so that you kind of create your own escape route. So you can help somebody on an angle, or you can take your own angle. That's kind of how Kiriko positions. That plus the fact that you could do a lot of damage to squishies, like you can kill squishies really easily with your Suzu, with your headshots, and so on. It's really what makes Kiriko special when it comes to support. Okay, let's take a look here. Get some shots in there. That's good. Good healing here. Good. And then once they're full, this is where you have to think a little bit more proactively with your damage. The pre-healing can be useful, but think of it this way. Generally, it's better to do damage now than it is to pre-heal. Because you don't know if these targets are going to take damage, but you do know that these targets would take damage if you shot them. That's kind of the way to look at it. Pre-healing can be useful if you can't do damage to anybody, but if you can do damage to somebody, I would prefer you to damage instead of pre-heal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Something to kind of keep in mind. Because that's the best way to protect your team a lot of times, is to actually put out pressure. Like right there, the 2 headshots, that really screws that Junker Queen up. That really messes her up. Fortunate. It was a good try, though. It was not really your fault. Good healing. Good. Good. Close. Good. Good teleport. Yeah, I mean, this was fine. It was. You guys were down a bunch. It was just an attempt to try and touch, so it was okay. Okay.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot you can do there outside of
can.
try to teleport and see what you can do. Yeah. Good. Now remember here, you should always be asking yourself, is there a position I can take to where I could do damage and then teleport out safely again? I don't know if you were paying attention here. Watch very carefully what your Mei does here. See your Mei? You see her? You tell me, what could you do? What could you do that not many other supports could do safely?
I could teleport to May.
You could. In fact,
I
you could
could
do even
go-
better than that. You could have walked with Mei and not even used your teleport. Let's see what
Yeah,
would have happened.
Oh,
You see this?
wow. Yeah.
You see this?
okay.
Now let's not lie. This is insanity from your Mei. Okay? But you know, but you know what? It's not insanity for you. That's the thing that makes your character really special. Because what could you do here?
Yeah, I mean, he's always talking about like we should go on an adventure.
Yeah, right. This is insane. But what could you do? What could you do from here?
I could have definitely walked with him or teleported with him, and
Yeah.
I
And
got
then
some
what?
damage off, and then if
Yeah.
we got in trouble, at least
Yeah.
Suzu'd and we could have got out. I could have climbed
Right.
up the bus and got
I mean,
out.
think about it from their perspective. All of a sudden, there's just a Kiriko and Mei just murdering them at point blank range,
Yeah,
right? And think
I
about
get
like how
that.
much space and how much chaos that would be, and how much like you could get kills, you could create space, you could take attention away, keep your supports and DPS safe from over there. And then for your Mei, okay, yeah, your Mei might be in trouble. I mean, Mei's got ice blocks, but still kind of scary. But for you, not a risk at all. Because what happens when things get hot? You Suzu, and then what happens when things keep getting hot? What do you do?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said,
As
what
like,
happens when things get hot? So you Suzu,
Yeah.
and
so,
then when things
yeah,
get really bad, what ability to use?
teleport away
Teleport.
to like a different
Bam.
teammate.
Right back to your team, and you start
Sadly,
and
I
you
have
do it
to use
again.
May, but
Right. Well, right, but
Hopefully
that's part of it. But that's okay because you've at least started to help the mate early on, right?
Yeah.
And if you think about it, one of the things with Kiriko is it's not just because you should help people on flanks so that you can DPS people, but it's also because who do you think really needs healing more than anybody else right now?
I'm sorry, there's a noise. What'd you say?
That's okay. It's not just about like, you should help Mei to do damage and things like that. you should help Mei because really, who do you think is going to be taking the most damage right now?
May, because she's in the middle of their team.
Right. Anybody that takes a flank or takes an angle or takes an aggressive position, you want to go in and help them not only because you could just teleport out again, but because that's the guy that needs healing, right? Not this guy over here. The soldier kind of needs healing right now, but he can grab a health pack. He can get a pack from Brig. He can heal station. This is what needs help, right? This is where you're most needed. And yet you're kind of standing behind your tank and healing and healing and healing and healing when your character could do so much more. Like there isn't a support in the game that can do what you do. So, you know, you are going to have to be a little bit of a playmaker. And that's going to be definitely tricky. Like that, like you're going to have to be fast with your teleport. You're going to have to be fast with your Suzu. You're going to have to start practicing hitting shots, right? But you know what? You'll get better. You'll get better. You'll mess it up a lot at first, but you will get better. Can you teleport? Can you teleport? Can you teleport? Oh, unfortunately.
I was just trying to get away and hope get shots, you know? Hopefully they can't aim.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what should you do right now? Now, they're about to use Junker Queen Ultimate, but let's just ignore that for a second. What should you do right now?
I think it would be nice to ult.
I think so too. Why?
Because my team is like all in one like group, and their team is all in like one big group where we could all like do like
That's
damage
it.
and
That's it.
have like a good fight.
Just
Better
use it.
fight position, basically.
Exactly. Just use it. Kiriko ult's like one of the most, I would say, really one of the easiest ultimates in the entire game to use because it's just use it to win a 1v1, to win a 2v2, to win a 3v3, to control space, to use it on main, use it on a flank, whatever. Because it's so easy though, sometimes it's kind of hard because people overthink it and don't know how to use it. And then like, I don't know. Just use it. So like, for example,
I
like,
definitely do overthink it because sometimes I'm just like, dang, I shouldn't have used my ult. But yeah,
right.
I get what you're saying.
But like right now,
that's because like you can get it right back, you know.
This is a good ult, right? This is a good ult. The enemy, this fight is starting. We need your ultimate, right? And so, do you think your team is using this ultimate? Obviously. Do you think you're using this ultimate? Obviously. This is huge. Good healing here. Good healing. Good. I mean, your ultimate just won the fight, you know. So that was good. Now, I got to ask, because we don't want to ignore this whole point, because we just talked about it a lot. Why didn't you take an off angle or a flank here?
Why didn't I flank? I just don't think about flanking a lot, honestly. Is just it.
So I want you to think, that's I appreciate the honest answer, but look at the situation right now. Where would you have flanked? Where would you have taken an angle?
I probably would have gone up that window and then like isn't there like a little balcony around there or something?
Yeah. So what's the problem with this flank right now? Takes too long, right?
Yeah, maybe like through that, maybe through the what is that, the right side? I don't know. Is there like a door? See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where all the doors are.
That's okay. That's okay. You have good instincts for it though, right? Like, because you kind of feel like this should be a flank, and it was, right? So, something to think about though. Something to think about. Like, I guess the point is that like right now you didn't really have time to take a flank, and you had your ultimate, so it's okay. Just heal your team and do damage. This was good. You didn't need to take a flank, but if you have the time, and if you've got a good spot available, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout.
Okay.
And that's going to take a lot of trial and error, but, you know, that's why we're here. Good. Now, my spidey senses are going off again.
What are you saying? What do you mean?
I'm from May, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
Oh, really? Okay, that makes total sense. Okay. Do you see what I see?
Where's May?
You see that?
I see her. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see this blob right here? This is the May. So what I want you to coach yourself here. What should you do, and when should you do it?
So I'm practicing taking angles in this part here, and like taking weird angles to like put more pressure on there.
All right. So you, Starrick, what do you do? Again, you coach yourself here. When do you go? What do you do?
I mean, I mean, I guess I could have teleported to him and
When?
cut off some damage because he looks like he's trying to do that
When would you do that?
to add more pressure to the
Sure.
team.
But when would you do that? When?
Oh, when?
Uh-huh.
I mean, uh, I guess maybe before they iceberged. Is that what that ability is called?
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Because it weren't
So
they an iceberg?
you
Yeah.
tell me in the replay right now, because you don't know exactly what's going on perfectly. So you tell me I should teleport to my Mei now. You tell me when.
I should have teleported to them when I maybe got some headshots so I could get some more damage off.
So
like-
like now?
Maybe after those headshots right there, and
Yeah,
then
sure. So like get your Malga out of crit, right? He's not critical anymore.
yeah.
Then teleport,
Okay. I see.
and
what
then
you're saying.
and then
That would
what?
have been better too. Instead, I guess.
Then what? Then what would you do? What would you do from here?
So I would have got my Malgao crit probably. That's a good idea. And then I would have teleported to May while they jumped down. It looks like she's about to ult. No, she doesn't have ult, but
It does like
she
she's
just-
well done. Yeah. This is aggressive. So yeah. Okay. So then
I
what would you
just
do
go
from
down
here?
there and do some damage, and if she gets in trouble, I would at least Suzu
Yeah.
if she didn't have iceberg, and then teleport out if I was
Yeah.
getting too much damage.
And you'd have teleport by the time, because teleport's only like a 5-6 second cooldown, right? So you teleport to her, drop, and then by the time you'd Suzu and whatever, you'd be able to get out again, right?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I mean, look at
much
how
damage and get
much
out,
chaos
basically.
you would cause from this.
Okay, but yeah, I do see what you're saying in the beginning. Just make sure my team is good before I teleport, and then
Sure.
Okay.
Now, but by the way, it's not even full HP, because if you wait till they're full HP, you might never go, right? They'll never be
Yeah.
perfect. It's like the
And there's
overprotective
another
parent,
support, so
right? Exactly. So, keep in mind. Right. Pop out, shoot. Good. Heal, then shoot. Nice teleport. Nice Suzu. Huge. That was actually massive right there.
Thanks.
That was really good. You saved her life. Okay. Nice job. So it's that balance, right? Of like, you kind of look for selfish opportunities for you to do damage, but also looking for people to help on off angles, right? Because when it comes down to it, like as crazy as what your Mei did was, your Mei's play won the fight, and then your soldier taking an angle won the fight. Your Malga just sat and died to Dragon. he just died to Hanzo. Like he did jack all that fight. So whereas the people that are taking angles, people taking flanks, those are the people that are winning this fight. So like even right now, right, you got to ask yourself, is anybody taking an angle? Is anybody taking a flank? Can I go help them? If my soldier goes up behind, if my Mei goes behind, okay, here comes the ultimate. So as soon as this fight starts, I want to see it. Good time to ult? Yes or no?
No, not yet.
Why
I
not?
don't think so. Well, May Wall is up, and
Sure.
I don't think my team is that like. Actually, okay. I just seen the rest of the enemy team. Sorry.
No, that's
Yeah,
okay. That's okay.
it's
That's
good
okay.
time to ult.
But you know what? Okay, so press
Yeah,
Q.
but maybe
So
put their wall down for sure.
yeah, I agree. Let it rip.
But yeah, it is a good time. I just
See,
see the
you're
rest of the
good.
enemy
You
team
got.
as
But
that.
see, look what you just did. This is perfect. You got this. You're good at these old timings. You've hit the time perfectly every time.
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
Maybe I should ult it more on my team though.
Yeah, but I think part of that was because of the Mei wall, right? So not pointing any fingers here, but
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
yeah.
So
I mean, you did put it. You looked at the Mei wall, and you're like, and then you put it to the left of the Mei wall. So no, I mean,
Yeah.
we know who to blame.
so
Okay.
that wall was displaced.
No. The wall was fine. It was just annoying for your Kiriko. But that's just how Mei wall goes. It's like 75% annoying for the enemy team, 25% annoying for your team. So it's just how it is. No, it was fine. Okay. Now you don't got ultimates, so now you really got to be thinking, hey, where do I need to be going? What angle can I be taking? You see your Mei going, right? You see it?
Yeah, I do.
What's that blue glob at the top left of her screen? Now's the time to go. Go.
Yeah. I definitely see that I have to be looking for more plays instead of just like what is it called? Like bot healing or whatever.
Yeah, heal bot. Yeah. You got the whole vernacular down. Nice. Poor Genji. Good. Hit some shots. Good. 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 Mechanics aren't too bad. Like your mouse control with your healing and for it is really not too bad.
Thanks.
It's awkward at times, but like
Yeah.
it's I mean, but it's really not bad.
I feel the awkwardness a lot. So.
Yeah, I mean it's
Just
fun.
a
Oh,
lot
okay.
with Kiriko because she's just like everywhere. So
Well,
I
that's the
don't know.
thing is
Maybe
it
I
like
feel like maybe my sensitivity might be too high. I don't know. I gotta look.
I mean, I would check that for sure, but also it's like you're just playing a character that demands a lot of mouse movement, right, and a lot of flick aiming and stuff like that, right. Even the transition between healing and damage is kind of disruptive. It's kind of difficult, so it's fine. It's fine. Now, I was just about to praise you, but you came back.
I know. Okay.
You know, and everybody's fine. Like this is again like where you need to be up here. Even just to okay, well then your Mei decides not to flank. Okay, fine. But you were at least ready. You were at least ready. And heck, if you know what, you ready for something saucy? If your Mei goes back, screw your Mei. You go take your own angle. You do your own DPS angle. Seriously, solo flank, right? Like this is not.
Yeah, I could have got the Moira.
It is.
Probably.
It is not unusual for Kiriko to go on a solo flank because you don't stay here long.
And
You
I
drop.
can heal the tank if they got in trouble too.
Well,
Maybe not. Just kidding. I just seen where he was.
Right, but if he pushes up, right?
Else.
So regardless, though, you could go down here, blam, 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 teleport out and heal your team. Right? Now, let's ask a question here. What happens if you miss every single shot except for like one? And you don't kill the Kiriko, or the Moira, excuse me. You don't kill the Bastion, you don't kill the Malga, you don't kill the Lucio, you don't kill the Junkrat. Was this still a good flank?
Why is this still a good flank?
Was it still a good flank?
Oh, even if I don't kill them, yeah,
Mhm.
I feel like it is because Mei could just put down her wall and see that they're low and or a soldier.
Sure.
My DPS are in a right position.
Right. So you start kills that your DPS could finish.
In the right position to get away from the team. So
right.
Once they're in the right position, they're going to be doing as much damage as they can, hopefully.
That's true. Here's another question. What happens if your Mei drops this wall and half the enemy team, or even just two people on the enemy team, are turning around and looking at you and not looking at your team?
I just teleport to my team.
Right. Can your team benefit from that?
If they're looking at me?
Mm-hmm. Who are they not looking at if they're looking at you?
Mei or soldier?
Right. And let's put it this way: what if that Moira throws a damage orb at you? What if that Bastion throws a grenade at you? What if the Junkrat throws some mines your direction? Right. All of that attention, all of those cooldowns, are not going towards your team; they're going towards you. You see that?
Yeah.
So you're protecting your team. You're pulling attention. You're baiting attention. This is what we call in like first-person shooters is like a distraction, essentially, where you may not even get a kill, but you might still win the fight from that off angle because you're distracting people. You're pulling resources this way.
Okay.
So it makes it easier for everybody else. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I was interrupting. My bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I
Go
was
ahead.
saying, like, I can't remember times in other games where I have been a distraction. Like, so yeah.
Right. Right. And so anytime you're playing a character like Kiriko that could just teleport out, you should try to be a distraction as much as you possibly can. Quickly get out and out and out and out, right? Because the chances of you dying here are actually pretty slim. Actually pretty slim if you're good with your teleporter. So to keep in mind. That soldier got launched.
Yeah, I was trying to do him, but I was like, yeah, that was just like
that was pretty funny. You like the midair Suzu, bam! Oh, jeez, that's unfortunate.
I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro. Sorry.
But this is what I will say though. This is kind of what happens when nobody takes an off angle, right? Everybody in the enemy team, and look at Bastion and Moira and Junkrat and Malga, like all this big burly brute DPS just throwing it down and choke, right? Like you guys had to take an angle here. Like you guys don't have that's a fat blizzard though.
Okay.
Maybe. Oh, we didn't get it. But yeah, somebody had to. You guys have more Nat and more Rat heroes, right? More mobility with Soldier, more flanks with Kiriko. So it's like we need to pull and split their attention, right?
Yeah.
Do you see what your Junkrat's doing? I don't know if you see what your Junkrat's doing. You see this?
Yes, he's on point.
You need to be looking for this. He's actually not even on point. He's actually.
He's
on the move.
Far back there.
He's on the move. Go help him.
Yeah.
Go help him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Because if he lives here and kills this Junkrat, you guys will very likely win this fight. But if
Yeah,
he doesn't, he'll lose. He's trying to make a play. Go help him. This is what your character does.
Yeah.
And this is where you could have teleported now. And then by the time you wrap around the flank, you have your teleporter again. But instead, what do you do?
Trying to kill more.
it's whatever, I guess. But look at what happens, right? Your Junkrat fails and ends up having to go back to his team. It's terrible, right? Those are the moments where like your support is the best in the game. There is not a better support when it comes to helping people on the off angle because no support has mobility like that. Great try in the healing. It's actually still winnable here. Shoot. Heal and shoot. Heal and shoot. Oh, this is so stressful. Teleport. Good teleport. See, you do have the instincts for it, right? Mago looks at you, slams, teleport, bam. Perfect. The only thing I'd say here is really you need to be trying to weave in some shots in there. Because one headshot in that Junkrat, maybe you kill him. One headshot in that Lucio, maybe you kill him. Because don't forget, you can do heal, then damage, then heal, then damage. You could weave back and forth, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, but it's possible. Okay. Haha.
Bad aim. Sorry.
No. I was laughing at like you wanted to kill something. Good try with the Suzu. Junkrat handles it though. Oh dear. I think you guys actually might win this.
No, I think we lose it.
No. I think you get a massive blizzard. Still winnable. Still winnable. Oh, it's still a minute left. I'm an idiot. I'm like, oh, this is last fight. No, it's not. All right. Felt like last fight. All right. See yours in, right? See him?
Zen is the other healer.
Go help him. He's on the angle, right? Like, because again, you get in here, blam, blam, blam. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Just teleport out again, right?
Yeah. I guess I just have trust issues with that. Honestly, not gonna lie.
So talk to me about that. When
I need to trust. I need to get better myself, though. Honestly, so I mean, like with headshots and like damage.
Right. That's the thing, though, right?
Yeah, I think I just need to get used to that. Yeah.
And I think also we reminded you, I brought it up earlier, but even it's one of those things where like even if you don't hit the headshots, it's still good to do.
Yeah.
Right? The distraction, forcing the cooldown, splitting the resources, getting out for free. Like that's still good value, right? That's your team will benefit from that. So even if you don't hit the headshots, obviously practice makes perfect with the headshots, but even if you don't hit the headshots, it's still good to do. Good healing. Okay, last fight here. Uh-oh, disaster. Disaster.
Why? Because we're not taking any angles.
Well, your Junkrat got... I don't even know what happened to your Junkrat. He's just chilling, I think. Like, I don't even know. I think he took his hand off of his keyboard or something. So that happens. That's something else. Oh, dear.
Also our friend, and we're gonna have to talk with him.
Well, listen, your friend just trolled the lobby, because that's unfortunate. Okay. And this is definitely a situation where, like, this is great healing, but like obviously, like you kind of see what I'm saying when it comes to the teleport, though. Like when you don't really have, when you're kind of just playing on main, like really, where could you teleport to be safe? Like seriously, where? You teleport here, you die. You teleport here, you die. You
teleport whoever's in that room.
Maybe the May, but this is what happens. This is why. Right. This is why it's like important to take a bit of an off angle, because sometimes you might end up just getting stuck with nowhere to go if you just stack with your tank, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's. You want to look at another code? We got plenty of time to look at another code if you'd like.
I don't have any.
Yeah, we've been going on some win streaks.
I mean, that's fine as long as if the games are relatively close, that's fine. I don't care if it's a win or a loss.
I just played one just like a little bit ago, quick play. And then
let's
do it.
91 cap 1.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, I know. I was like, bet.
All right, let's do it. So, what are you seeing so far? What are you seeing as things that you could probably benefit from practicing a little bit?
I need to help my DPS more, especially the ones that are like actually looking at plays and like getting those off angles and
Yep.
just putting off damage in general, whether I'm getting headshots or not, whether I'm missing or hitting them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
damage. Mostly what I got is just like proactive damage. That's what I wrote in purple.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Proactive damage and specifically proactive positions, right? Like,
yeah.
it's not just about, like we kind of talked about, it's not just about doing more damage, but like taking angles where you might even just heal bot your Mei on a flank, but that heal on the flank is really important, more
Yeah, like the
important.
Widow, for example. I feel like I
Exactly.
do that a lot with Widow.
Exactly. Speaking of Widow, did you know that this skin is like worth like a couple $100s? People actually
Oh, wow.
buy accounts. Yeah, this is called the Noir skin. It was like pre-release in Overwatch 1. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually super, super valuable.
I think I have that on my main account.
Yeah, if you got like one of the starter like Overwatch 1 accounts, I think you have it. Yeah, so it's a really valuable skin. You can't get it anymore.
Same with how much is the Mercy?
Oh yeah, the breast cancer awareness Mercy. The pink Mercy. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure, but that one is also, they haven't released that one again either.
Yeah. Don't have regrets of not getting it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this is just so unbelievably passive, really. Like, because think about it this way: like, who on your team right now is making plays or trying to make plays?
Who was that? It was either
Yeah, that little rat over here, right?
in that room. I
Yeah,
don't know who
exactly.
it
It's
was,
Tracer, right? It's Tracer.
Yeah.
Because look at her position, right? This is a great angle to do heal her. This is a great angle to do damage. Guess what happens to your Tracer? You know, that's your fault.
Yeah.
That's your fault. And not only because, she could have lived, but also look at the amount of damage that you could do from this angle. You don't even have to aim. Just turn your brain off and aim at blue, right? Or, just aim in their general direction. Get a lot of nice, juicy headshots, but you're kind of back here. This is what I would like to call like intergalactic emperor positioning, where you're like sitting on your throne like a mile away, like controlling all these like little spider webs. This might be good for a support like Lifeweaver, right? Where you'd be like healing, and if anything gets in trouble, you pull them out, and you've got your pedal and all that kind of stuff. But not Kiriko. Not Kiriko. You're kind of get your hands dirty. You're in there taking aggressive positions, and then if you get in trouble over here, like let's say everything dives you, you teleport to your diva or you teleport back to your Ana, right? But you need to basically, the way to look at Kiriko is you want to play in a way where you get your teleport forced, because then you know that you're taking good aggressive positions. And if you're never ever using your teleport, it means that you're not positioning properly. That's kind of the way to think about it. Like here, I'm waiting for somebody to go up top. Or I'm waiting for somebody to go up on the left, right? I might even try and wall climb up and take a solo angle like this. Everybody looks at me. I teleport back to my team, right? Utilize that teleport. Utilize that mobility. There's really nothing in the game like it. Not for support, certainly. Good. Good heal on that Widow. You're very attentive to people that need help, which is a very good skill to have. Even though we're talking a lot about like offense and damage, you still have to look for opportunities when people need help.
Yeah, I just hear my boyfriend's voice.
The blood curdling scream.
He's like, you need to look around. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now, this is a tough map because there's not a lot of good flanks available, but you still need to be thinking like and looking for those positions. All right, use that ultimate. Yep. See? I mean, you're brilliant. Never miss it. Good Suzu. Good healing. Good shots. Holy crap, you're popping off this fight. The ult was good. The healing was good. The Suzu was good. Then you hit like 3 headshots in a row and got a kill. Great Suzu. Wait, what happened? What happened? Oh, he just didn't use his he just didn't use his boosters. Look. They're Suzu'd and they're just like, oh, I guess I'm frozen. They just took cans off of keyboard. Look. That was perfect. No, the Suzu was good though. The Suzu was
This
good.
is my play of the game, I think, actually, this game.
I mean, yeah, this is a huge play right here. This is a huge play.
Yeah, I got play of the game this game. I was like, what?
Saved your diva, saved your echo, and then killed one person by yourself, and then I half killed another person with another headshot. Yeah, that was really good. That was good. Looking for proactivity. Like even here, I want you to make a micro adjustment with your positioning to where you can heal the people that are going aggressive more and
I
do
can
more
go on
damage. Where could you go?
that ledge on the right side where
That's
the
it.
door is.
Right here?
Maybe, yeah. I
This is
think I can
perfect.
do a little more
This is-
healing, at least.
You could
A
certainly
little
do
bit more
that.
damage, too.
And if anything peaks, do you see that? There's more shots
Yeah.
right there too. Yeah. I mean, just even that micro adjustment right there is huge. And then if you get in trouble, if you get pushed, you still have your escape route. You see this? Back to your Ana, back to your Widow. We don't need two people on the cart.
Yeah.
It barely moves faster with two. It's like marginally faster.
I should have been doing a lot more damage there.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's always a little spooky with Diva Bomb.
Yeah.
Good healing. Now take an aggressive position. Like don't keep backing up here, right? Like you see your tank. Where should you go? I almost did it for you. Where should you go?
I could go on that bridge also.
Yeah, get up here.
Maybe in the left corner. Yeah.
Yeah, get up here. Like let's go. Doesn't mean when I say play more aggressive, it doesn't mean just run it down the throat of the enemy tank, right? But it means generally kind of playing around the periphery. Like you never really want to be here as Kiriko, but you want to be here or here,
yeah.
kind of like rotating around. You kind of see what I'm saying? Like Kiriko is what I call a periphery positioning, where you're always kind of on the perimeter, you're around the enemy team. You're never in the middle of them because that's how you get run over by tanks and get smoked and smashed. But you're kind of like on the outside. Again, the way to think about it is like you're a gnat, like you're a fly. You never get too close. You're always flying, zooming in and out. But you don't run right down here to the middle of your tank. You kind of take an off angle, a little bit of an angle, a little bit of a safe position. By the way, check these. Check this out. Holy crap! Poor Diva's like, ow, ow, ow! And you just freaking decked her by yourself. Fly with the sting. Good. Keep walking. Keep walking on that periphery. See, the funny thing is this here, this is not good aggressive positioning. Why?
Because I'm in the middle.
Right.
Yeah,
So you've pushed forward aggressive, but that's not necessarily the aggressive we want. We want something on the periphery, on an angle, on a flank. Now, obviously, this map doesn't have a lot of those, especially at this point in time, but I might like an aggressive flank like this better. Ironically, you obviously didn't have time to do this, but you know what would be better than where you are right now?
Maybe by the stairs?
Here. Not even joking.
Well, I did have time to do that, honestly, I guess. But that's
Because
really, really proactive.
It's very, very proactive, but you know what? You're not in the middle of the enemy team. And you can see everything, and do you still have an escape route?
Yeah.
Sure do, right? This is way scarier than where you are right now. That's the irony. It's like this is like, oh, I'm safe with my team. No, you're not. No. You're vulnerable to Ice Wall. You're vulnerable to Mayfreeze, to Blizzard, to Wall, to Coalescence, to Diva Bomb, to Beat Engage, just random spam. And you don't even have a good escape route here, right? Like you'd have to turn your camera all the way around and pray that your Widow is far enough away. This isn't a bad position. Like it's like whatever. But use your ult here. Use your ult. See, your ults are really good. Every single ult has been good. Now just hit the shots. I guess you don't even need to. You guys just cap. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not great. Okay.
That's all right. You guys capped point. That's all that matters. Unfortunate. That's okay. It was a good try. Suzu. So here's where aggressive positioning, aggressive angle for you would mean not here, but would mean moving this way, and migrating this way, and migrating this way, right? Getting around that periphery. Or even see your Symmetra.
Yeah, I see her.
You know, that's an angle that you can help. If she's over there by herself, but if she gets any sort of help, like this is safe for you. There's good cover over here. You're on the outside.
Yeah, and I was thinking she died a lot that game. And I was just like, what can I do to help her? Felt bad.
You needed to be there earlier, right?
Even though I was helping her a lot this game, and she died still a lot. So yeah, I just
Well,
needed to be
sometimes
there.
that's how it is. Like you can't like. I would say this sounds like kind of crazy, but I would say 75% of an individual's survivability is in their own hands, and 25% is in their supports. So if a person's dying a lot, most of that responsibility lies with them, not you. So you can't take it personally responsible. It's not, it's I would say like an MMO raid healer kind of a thing. Maybe it's more like 50-50, right? But not in a first person shooter. The time to kill is so much faster, right? In something like this, where it's like, you know, if they miss position, they might literally just die instantly. And you can't heal that. Now, where should you be? Aggressive position, aggressive angle, right? Not necessarily just running it down main. So where should you be? Make a play.
I mean, I guess I could be like where the top of the hill is. I could be. I
Like
mean, I feel
here?
like that's very aggressive though. Or
And it's
maybe like on the bridge on the left side. I don't know.
up here.
Yeah.
If you could get here, this is great. You know what you should do instead, though? Check this out. All climb.
Yeah, that's where I was saying the first.
Oh, you were.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was
oh,
saying
oh.
at first. My bad.
Yeah,
I was saying the top of the hill part. I don't know.
Yeah.
What to
Oh, I
call
see what
it.
you're saying.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. You're my bad. But yeah.
No, you're good.
100%. Again, great
Yeah, I
escape
know
route.
that's too aggressive.
But
yeah.
it's too aggressive for what you think you should be doing, right? But you could see logically, look at the distraction and damage that you'd be able to do from here. Look at the chaos that you would provide, and then what would you do when you get in trouble?
I would probably try to aim at Moira or anyone that's just under 200 health.
And then who would you teleport to?
Maybe Ana or Widow.
Sure, you could even teleport
Or
back to your
even
tank,
Symmetra, honestly.
right?
Or
Right?
yeah,
Because
anybody.
now that's a safe spot now because you pulled everybody to look at you over here.
Yeah.
Right? That's the way to look at it, right? And that's how you might keep your Symmetra alive, right? Get more people to look at you. Okay. I know that this map is tough. Like, it's very narrow. There's not a lot of angles available. But that's the thing you got to be thinking about. Is like, even on a map like this, where could I be? Where could I go?
Yeah.
No intergalactic Kiriko, right? No intergalactic Emperor Kiriko, where you're like this right here, for example. Like, this is so far away. No angle, no escape route. You don't even need an escape route because you're just standing 1 trillion miles away. There's just so many other supports that are better at doing that, right?
True.
I might use my ult here. Perfect. What is that, 5 for 5? I think you're 5 for 5 for ults now. Nice. A little risky, but probably okay. Nice. Good attentiveness again to what's going on around you. Yeah, this is good. Good fight. Not a lot of damage done, but you know, moving around a lot, taking aggressive positions. Okay. Where should you be?
Maybe like, gosh, I don't know what these spots are called, but like, yeah, up on the second level of this building, like on the right side, maybe.
Sure.
Like, yeah.
Even here,
on the
right?
bridge, probably, yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Heal your Sem, and you're not on top of your Sem either, so you could still do damage. You could heal damage, heal damage, teleport out, right? This is see this. If the Sem dies here, this is your fault. Because she is not way overextending necessarily. She's just because they're down a bunch, right? We could maybe stagger these guys potentially. She's got 1 trillion, but why do we have 2 people on cart? Let Yana push cart if she's there. You teleport up here, take this angle here. Because again, like you're not going to get punished for this, right? And this is something that you should have been doing, not now, but now. You should already be walking forward, up here. And then here you go. And then now she's dead, right? I mean, that's criminal right there.
Yeah.
And even here, right? You're intergalactic emperoring again. Instead of
Yeah.
you could sit up here with your widow and pocket your widow and throw shots. Have like double snipers throwing kunai and throwing bullets. Because remember that widow is the one that's probably going to take more damage right now. Because she's the one that's aggressively peeking. So you could be pocketing her and damaging the enemy team at the same time.
Yeah.
So at this point in time, it's like your team is taking so much damage because you aren't doing enough damage. Like if you don't do enough damage directly, you might not be able to heal enough to keep your team alive. Okay.
I've noticed that honestly a lot more. Not even
Yeah.
this game.
That's okay. Winnable. Wait, something just happened off screen that is actually unbelievable. I just... So check this out. Check your Widow's HP.
Oh damn!
That is absolutely ridiculous.
She's crazy, and I'm not even like caring about her.
That is, I mean, honestly, it's like you honestly have other things to be doing. To be honest with you, I actually think that it's fine that you didn't help her, but it's crazy that she actually wins that.
Damn, she's crazy.
6 for 6 with your ultimates, by the way. This is a good ultimate. Really nice ultimate.
See, she jumped in front of me.
Yeah, there you go.
I love when people do that, honestly. So.
Good,
well,
Suzu.
not all the time, actually, but yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. You better damage that Bastion, otherwise you're dead. Oh. Unfortunate. Okay. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Well, do you guys win this one? Oh boy. This is stressful. Oh, that's huge. You could even take... I want you to be creative with your positioning just a little bit. Where could you go? Potentially.
The window, probably.
Yeah. Take an angle here. You could even ask your diva, if you guys are stacking with friends, set up an angle over here. Go for something saucy over here. Shoot this Bastion in the head. Everybody looks at you. Diva flies at you. Teleport out, right? There's options here, right?
I know area exists. That's what I'm saying. With the map. Like, I just literally don't know it exists in areas.
That's fine. Good. Good. Let's go. Let's go. Make a play. Make a play. It's funny because like your problems with the maps will be solved when you actually start to take a little bit more proactivity with how you position and like taking, because you'll be forced to like learn things, right? You won't be able, right? You'll have to like be like, you have to look for angles. Be like, I don't know if there's an angle here or not, but I'll find it. Nice, Suzu. Wow.
Thanks.
I mean, this is just agony. If you guys had Ana's and Yada, this might have worked out really well because you guys would have had 1 million of damage, but this is not what Kiriko is amazing at. She's not terrible at it, but your mobility is like the lack of mobility being used here is an absolute crime, right?
Yeah.
And that's why this feels and that's why it feels so hard, right? Because it's like you're not using your strengths, so it feels like you can't break out, and that's exactly why right there. Okay. Do you have any questions?
Let me look over some stuff. No, honestly, I think, like I said, you answered them while we looked at the gameplay.
Perfect.
I honestly got like a lot of notes and a lot out of this.
Okay, good. I mean, there's a lot to say that was good. The ults were really good. The Suzus also were pretty good. It seemed like you actually had pretty good awareness for a silver player of like, what's going on around you, where my teammates are, what are their statuses. Like you very rarely like just totally tunnel visioned or got completely overwhelmed. You did a good job with that. And honestly, your mechanics were not like a weakness. They were silver mechanics. They were silver mechanics for a silver player. Sometimes you'll see like, they're like bronze mechanics, but you're good at other things. I think you have a lot of things that were like fine, right? The things that you needed to work on were what? What needs to improve?
So what I took notes on was mostly being proactive about damage and being proactive about my positions, looking for different plays I can take instead of just like playing in the back, like sitting on my throne, just looking at everybody. healing, I mean, proactive healing is good, but I just need to focus more on proactive damage and like making
Right.
sure I get those
Right.
off angles. Maybe even be like a little bit of a distraction to like some, and just making plays in general to advance my team instead of
Yeah.
like I use my teleport a lot more often, especially to make those
Right.
plays.
Right. To me, it's like if you start trying to make those plays and taking those angles, you will end up using your teleporter more.
Oh, and also like using perimeters, definitely for sure.
Yes, yes. And so not just being proactive by running it down the middle of the enemy team's throat, right?
Yeah,
Um,
like don't just run it down, just be proactive and like logical about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly, exactly. Okay. No questions?
No, you really answered everything.